I warned you.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm living in Chrysalis, and I'm getting less than complete cooperation from my teenage son as far as being quiet. However, hello! It's nice to see you. If you're catching me on the replay, because I don't see anybody here yet. But I did want to make a quick correction from my live yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? It was the day before. So my live a couple days ago, I did say that Jared Blandino from Two Faced called Jeffree Star's line clown makeup. That was, in fact, his sister Lisa, who, as I discussed at that time, has been known to just pop off on social media and say incredibly nasty things about brands, about influencers, even about customers, from my understanding. However, she has now been fired. Yay! She's gone. But this brings us into another issue, especially because we just saw yesterday that Kendo Cosmetics announced that Kat Von D is now gone from Kat Von D Cosmetics. She has sold all of her shares to Kendo Cosmetics. Kendo was very clear that Kat Von D is now absolutely no longer involved with the brand in any way, shape, or form, which is great. Because now I feel okay picking up discounted Kat Von D stuff at TJ Maxx, which I will probably be doing very soon. They are apparently also rebranding as KVD Vegan Beauty. And so apparently the brand is going vegan. And all I can say is that I really hope their formulations turn out better than that vegan palette. I didn't buy it, but I saw 90s Love Child review that, and she was such a huge Kat Von D brand stan, and she said it was terrible. Tactical technician, hello, how are you? So nice to see you here. Um, yeah, so it's my son blabbering in the background. Hopefully, hopefully he's not too noisy. But I'm I'm very excited about Kat Von D leaving the brand because I have been passing by so many goodies on deep discount at TJ Maxx, and I've been refusing to buy them because she's trash. But now that she's left the brand, yay! I can pick up some goodies cheap. And I can feel less guilty about using this online. Oh no, tactical technician, don't worry about that at all. As far as messing up my flow, that's fine. Gerald's gaming vlog is here. Hold on, he thinks a ghost is calling him. Okay. It's just I say if it's on this end, it's just my son. I don't have ghosts, I have gremlins. And those gremlins do things like like hide things. At one point, my husband found a pitcher with coffee in it. There's the cabinet above our refrigerator in the back. And on top of the fridge, we keep a couple of baskets where we keep bread and such. I need a Pikachu. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But he found this pitcher of coffee up there. Now that's not someplace that any one of us would have done it. Gerald's gaming vlog says he's being Blair Witched. Oh no! Oh no! I'm telling you, my house has gremlins or goblins or something. I don't know. Oh, once my friend was over and she couldn't find her phone, and we searched her bags and all that. She searched her bags. I searched her bags, and then sure enough, it rang, and it was in the bag that both of us searched. How? Gerald. Gerald, are you telling yourself to shut up, or is that your Blair Witch? So yeah, as far as so Gerald, the camera's pointed up your nose. What on earth are you guys going on about? Oh, sorry, it is so cold in here. I don't know why. Gerald says I have third person disorder. Oh, that's so bad. I'm so cold in here. I don't know why. It is absolutely freezing in my house, and I don't know why. I spent the bulk of the day hidden under my pile of blankets, which includes an electric blanket. My husband asked me to do something like, and I'm just like, no. No, I'm not getting out from under here. There's no way. So that was slightly infuriating. Okay. So back to the subject. When we get into the problem of stop picking on me, Gerald. When we get into the issue of brands versus personalities, we wind up with things like Kat Von D, where you had good products, and I mean her company makes excellent products. Like this powder foundation, I really like it. This is a good product. But I didn't buy any more because she's just such an offensive person. Oh, let's see. Gerald plays his life in third person. He tried first person, but the campers kept killing him. Okay. I have no... Go off, man. Go off. I don't know what that means, but okay. Unless you mean like a first person shooter video game or something, like that one plays. I don't refer to myself in the third person. Oh, a Call of Duty reference. I think the boy might be playing.
We're playing casual.
Are you playing Call of Duty?
No, I'm playing Rocket League.
Oh, okay.
It's a much better game.
Oh.
Because it's kind of retarded.
Ah, kids. But kids can't live with them. Not allowed to kill them. Oh well. I've told him he has to pay for the good home when I'm old. So he's going to have to get a good job so he can pay for the good home. Oh, but yeah, so you wind up with people hesitant to buy good products. So I am hoping that when I get to TJ Maxx, I can pick up a couple of other goodies. But the brand is branding itself as vegan beauty, which means that they're going to be reformulating quite a few products, I believe. Now, the vegan palette, I think it was called Vegan Love. From all the reviews I saw on it, it looked kind of terrible. 90s Love Child reviewed it. She absolutely adores Kat Von D products. She was buying them long after most of us had canceled them, just because she really loves the brand, loves the products, loves the sensibility, you know, the goth vibe, which I love too.
I'll stay back.
But yeah, unfortunately, that's you know, her conduct, particularly her rabid anti-vax statements, and then doubling down on it. Her alleged anti-Semitism. Her husband. Oh, her husband is. Her husband's a problem. So that, you know, so it was really terrible that people were not buying really good products because of her terrible conduct, and I'm one of them. God damn it. We're talking about Kat Von D. She's a tattoo artist, and then she had a makeup company in partnership with Kendo Cosmetics. And Kendo Cosmetics just announced yesterday that they bought her out. She's left the company. And she's not going to have any further involvement in the company. And why this is important is because for over a year, you never heard of her, now you see why. Yeah, it's about makeup. But
It was literally my fault. I ran out of booze and pussy.
Kat, who does she fight MMA? Oh, I'd love to see her fight MMA. I'd love to see Gina Carano wipe the floor with her. Oh my gosh. Gina Carano is so gorgeous.
Coming up the field.
I absolutely love her as Cara Dune. And yes, I am shipping Cara Dune and The Mandalorian. I am. I like that little meme where the child's just looking at her like, will you be my mom? Any Mandalorian fans in here? I love the series. I've watched it maybe 3 or 4 times. And I am so eagerly awaiting the next season. Tactical Technician has a crush on her. Yeah, heck yeah. Gina Carano is freaking beautiful. Mana who? The Mandalorian. It's the Disney Plus series with that's based on Star Wars. You're mad at how they ended the first season? It's too soon. Well, but we saw Moff Gideon with the Darksaber. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with that next. Gerald's Gaming Vlogs. Who's that? Do you mean Moff Gideon?
I was back.
Gerald's Gaming Vlogs. What kind of gamer are you? What kind of gamer are you if you don't know anything about the freaking Mandalorian? Come on, man. Tactical Technician, only 8 episodes. What the heck? I know, right? And I read somewhere that the total cost to Disney for the child puppet and operating it and all that was like $5 million. I'm like, well spent, worth every penny. I am so glad that Werner Herzog persuaded Jon Favreau to stick with the puppet and not go with CG for the child. Scrub one, apparently, Gerald. Okay, well, put everything down and watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Somebody should be able to give you a code for it. Because, yeah, it's fantastic. You want a Baby Yoda? Me too. I actually bought a little keychain that I'm going to turn into a necklace, but I just got the jump rings the other day, and I've got to work on that. So hopefully by the next time I go live, I'll have my little Baby Yoda necklace. And I want a t-shirt too, but I haven't found the right one. Because a lot of them, most of the t-shirts are that unisex, and that cut does not look good on me. This girl's shaped like a cartoon woman. Oh, you're going to stick with Forensic Files. Okay, go off. But yeah, I've got the child. I've got like a collage of the child as my lock screen. I've got him on my home screen. I've got my little thing I'm about to make into a necklace. And a couple of my friends sent me the article that said that Build-A-Bear was gonna have them coming up. I'm like, yeah, like they know me so well.
I tossed it back.
So I might wind up getting the Build-A-Bear one. I'm not sure. I thought the little Hasbro, the little itty bitty figures were really cute, but they were too cute. They were too Disneyfied. It didn't look enough like him. Like the eyes were different, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I want him to still look like the little puppet. And why is my chat doing this? Shut up and take my money. Yeah, I know, right? Just make more of them into woman-shaped shirts, because I will buy them. X-Files, hold on. I hear a big helicopter above me. Okay. But yeah, I'm super duper.
No. Corey, I have to go.
Oh my gosh. Aiden, can you bring me my pop?
No, I can't.
My kid sucks. It's just all the way over there, but I gotta stay here because I'm live. That's how that works, right? It's not like I'm filming and I can just, pause it and go.
I was literally about to get it in.
Oh well, but yeah, I'm super excited for next season. I wish we didn't have to wait all the way until fall, but you know, it is what it is. So
All right, we're gonna
I'm super excited. I want my baby Yoda back, and I really hope Mondo gives the child a name if we can't find out his true name soon. But you know, he can't just keep calling him Little Womp Rat. He's got to give him some kind of name. No, that's not right. But now that he is as his father, I think he can give the child a name. I hope he will. Oh, thank you, Gerald. Gerald's gaming vlog says you're very beautiful, by the way. Okay, shut up, Gerald. Well, thank you, Gerald. Right. So I've gone completely off track, but that's okay. But as far as people and brands, they go with I am completely off track right now. Okay, well, so Katvond, you know, alleged anti-Semitism, her husband, hot mess.
I actually forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
To the point that it destroyed the brand. I mean, people weren't buying it at Sephora, where it was carried. And I would check. I would speak to the people working at Sephora, and everybody told me that it's gone way down. They clearanced out so many things made it to TJ Maxx, and so many Kat Von D products actually made it to TJ Maxx clearance because people weren't buying them. The publicity was so bad. So I'm really hoping that Kendo got her shares at a deep discount because her behavior just absolutely tanked that brand. I'm very interested to see how they come back from this. Now that she's not there, I mean, they are still calling it KVD Vegan Beauty, which is quite a mouthful. I think they may change the name again down the line, but I can see why they would do this as sort of an interim name. But I'm going to teach you. The woman in the thumbnail, yes. The woman in the thumbnail. It's trash. She's trash. She's trash. Her husband's trash.
We're wrong.
She destroyed her own brand by being an idiot
how to dribble the ball.
And being a terrible person. And, you know, bye. Bye, B. Bye. Ding dong, the bitch is gone. But I am hoping that the brand can come back for it. I know she had a lot of really talented people working with her, so hopefully some of them can step in and keep the sensibility of the company that we liked. You know, the goth aesthetic, and that sort of thing. But I'm also hoping that the formula change to vegan doesn't decrease the quality of the products. Which reminds me, I need to go and get a tattoo ink eyeliner before they reformulate, because I've heard such wonderful things about it, but I don't own one because by the time I was getting ready to buy one, that's when the fit hit the shan. As far as Kat Von D being an idiot and everybody canceling the brand, including me. But now I think fairly soon I'm gonna run over to Sephora and pick up a tattoo ink eyeliner because that apparently does not move, and I'm very intrigued by that because I'm a greaseball and my eyeliner always moves and smudges and does stuff. So I would love to try one that just doesn't freaking move. I've heard such great things about it. I'm excited now. It's like I feel like I am now free to enjoy the brand again. I have a couple of lipsticks. I have some powder foundations, and I have. Do I think her personality did? Oh, this is a good question. Do I think her personality destroyed the brand regardless of her being gone? I hope not. I hope not. I think that's why Kendo in their announcement and in answering questions under the announcement was very clear that she has nothing to do with the company now. She is gone. Not just demoted or something like that. She's gone. So I really hope that the brand can come back, because I liked the brand. I liked the aesthetic. I'm kind of an old goth.
Don't hold back.
Yeah, don't let all this fool you. I'm actually kind of an old goth. But, you know, I had to pretend to be a grown up
Okay.
in the grown up world. But
Nice.
for instance, this looks cool as hell. And what I really liked was she had a blotting powder that the compact looked like a stamp wax seal. I thought that looked so cool, but I didn't buy it because of her.
No.
But now that she's gone, I might go pick one up because it looks kind of awesome. So I hope not. Yeah, so yeah, she sold her shares. So she is out. And she's, you know, a lot of us have been feeling like she's been kind of phoning it in for a while. Her more recent releases have not been as creative as they were before. So yeah, the idea is that it's my understanding that she's completely bought out of the company now. Kendo bought her remaining shares. I am hoping at a deep discount because her behavior must have brought the value of the brand far down. So I hope they got a good deal on her shares, because I really hope that the brand can come back. Babe, when you come back through, would you bring me my pop? Thanks. And do try to keep it down, please, honey. Teenage boys. But yeah, but great question, Tactical Technician. As far as I know, she won't be making any more money from the brand. Well, it should sell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. Like I said, I want to take a trip down to Sephora soon. Like, okay, I want one of those. I want one of those blotting powders with a cool ink seal. Although, as a makeup channel, I'm starting to think maybe I should just wait until they're done with their reformulation, and with their vegan reformulation, and just, you know, kind of start fresh. It might make more sense as far as my channel's concerned, but part of me kind of wants this up anyway. Honey, I have a pop next to my table.
Oh, over here?
Yeah. If you just grab that, that'd be great. I forgot it. And so I'm not having much cooperation from the young one.
No.
Thank you. Woo! Okay. There we go. 2 liter of diet wedge.
If you double jump
Cherry grapefruit from Wegmans. I love this stuff. It's so good. Oh, oops. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
My back. See, that's the problem. I wish we could find the other curtain. My husband's stuck it in the basement and it hasn't been seen since. But he didn't want me to buy new curtains. But I'm looking forward to finding the other curtain so that I can put this back a little bit. And then, you know, maybe be able to even have a second person in with me and shoot the breeze there.
Oh, he got it.
The goth is cool. Yes, it is.
Let's watch this. Watch this.
Yes, it is. I was an industrial DJ in college, both on radio and in clubs. So, yep. Purple hair, nose ring, combat boots,
The wiggle.
concert t-shirts, you know, 9 Inch Nails, KMFDM, that sort of thing. Front 242.
You can tell a player is new with
My
it.
hair's a little screwy there. Which reminds me,
The thing they
speaking
do,
of purple
players
hair,
are
I gotta
confident in their ability
hit my hair with a little
to
color.
the wall. When they get close to the wall, they'll start to
Ooh, you saw the wall so dirty and teasy. Ooh,
there.
wee. There you go. Did it. Did it? Woo, woo, woo. I know.
We're not going to talk about how
Well, but when I film my regular videos, rather than the lives, I wind up throwing up text in this section. Sometimes over here, but usually over here. So it's kind of nice to have the dark background, because then I can just throw up text and either fit in prices or names or just jokes, pictures, whatever. Which reminds me, I got to get back to producing regular videos. I've been doing a lot of lives.
Like get to the ball first.
Excuse me.
Fork. Just open up.
But yeah, I haven't done many produced videos since I've been down from my surgery. I'm just recuperating from that now, so I'm supposed to go back to work in about a week and a half. Brown chicken, brown cow?
Yes.
I don't understand.
That's what you should be doing.
I don't understand that at all, sorry. But I am well, I'm not really looking forward to going back to work, but I'm looking forward to having money, especially now that I want to buy some KV2 vegan beauty stuff to try once they get that all around. But it's not just Kat Von D that issue. A couple days ago, I went over Too Faced and how Jared Blandino, who was the founder, along with his partner, whose name I don't remember. But Jared Blandino's sister was a company employee. But a few years ago, Jared sold out to Estee Lauder, but he stayed on as the creative director. Okay, fine, whatever. However, his sister just kept popping off on social media, and she's insulted other brands, she's insulted influencers, she's insulted even customers. And finally, she went too far and has been let go from the company. And that just happened a few days ago. That was when she made some cracks about Nikki Tutorials, implying that Nikki Tutorials not coming out as transgender until just recently, like within the last week, was somehow her lying. And what else is she lying about? Really? Yeah, Lisa Blandino, trash. Absolute trash. So she's finally gone, which is why I decided not to return some of my Too Faced products, because I have a couple of items that could still be returned to the store. But after some analysis with my friends here on YouTube, we decided that I'm not going to return anything. I might not buy anything new for a while from Too Faced. I'm going to keep an eye on the situation, because they've been a bit sketch for a while, and I've just been kind of keeping an eye on it. But I'm not returning anything. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. And don't get me wrong, Jared Blandino is also, his conduct has put the brand in jeopardy before too. And I did discuss that some, but I'll just kind of refresh it since I'm going over this topic again. Well, like I said, his sister and social media, she should never be allowed near social media. But also Jared and his partner, and I don't know who got it for who, but there was a cake at a party that said "Rich Lives Matter." Really? And I get that it was meant to be a joke, especially given their recent, at that time, release of a collection called the Pretty Rich collection, which involved an eyeshadow palette and some highlighters that their packaging was shaped like jewelry box cases. Like the sort of box that you put an engagement ring in, or the sort of fancy jewelry box that like a diamond necklace would be in. Yeah, the packaging was quite pretty, especially for the highlighters. I didn't like the one for the eyeshadow palette as much, but that was because it was very pretty and that it had like pretty rich scrawled on it, which I didn't like. But that's just a matter of personal taste. As in, I have some. No shade, right? No shade at all. No shade at all. But so that was pretty tacky. I kind of left it alone. Tactical technician. So someone has to come out as trans or they're lying. Exactly. Like, how is it anybody's business what her medical history is or what is or is not in her under her clothes? Why should any of us give a damn? And the only reason why she came out at this time is, and she always said, she said she always wanted to do it under her own circumstance, but she's not a native English speaker. She's Dutch. So I believe what she meant was, with her own timing or in her own time. But she felt forced to come out before she intended because somebody was blackmailing her. Now we don't know who. She hasn't said. Hopefully she's contacted the authorities about that, whether it would be the police in the Netherlands or Interpol or what, I don't know. But hopefully she's reached out to the authorities to prosecute this person. But yeah, she came out as trans in a video a few days or so ago, not even long, less than a week ago, because somebody was threatening her. Patrick James is a makeup artist and he's a guy. Oh yeah, a lot of them are guys. And several beauty influencers are trans. I'm not familiar with Patrick James. I'll have to look him up.
Better keep that car.
But let's see, for trans, there's Nikita Dragon. I don't watch Nikita Dragon. She's not my bag, but she's trans. Nobody cares. Although one thing I really respected about Nikki was she said that part of the reason why she didn't come out as trans is because she wanted her art, her makeup and her art to be the focus of her channel, not her being trans. And I totally get that, and I respect it hugely. She could have maybe even picked up sooner by leveraging her trans status. Because let's face it, especially in the YouTube makeup community, like gay men seem to be pretty much on top. Like Jeffree Star, James Charles, they are the top influencers, and they tend to get what we call a glass escalator. You know how they talk about how there's the glass ceiling that women can get up to a certain level and then it's really hard to break through to the next level. Well, in many female dominated spaces, the men actually wind up getting an extra boost. They get the glass escalator where they get a bit of help up to the top. And that's just the fact. And it's nothing against them, nothing against their talent, nothing against their work ethic, but being a male, especially a gay male in the makeup community is helpful. And being a trans woman is also helpful in the makeup community, especially because trans women, especially if they don't have the surgeries, trans women and drag queens really have to work on certain makeup techniques to feminize their face. So, for instance, they use certain makeup techniques to make their brows look, to make their brow bones look less prominent. Because men tend to have thicker bones, especially here and in the jaw. So they use certain makeup techniques to feminize that, and it's fascinating to watch. Gigi Gorgeous is a drag queen who's quite huge, both on TV through RuPaul's Drag Race and here on YouTube as well. Or let's see, there's Kimberly Clark, who is a drag queen. Let's see who else. ContraPoints is trans. And I've only recently discovered her. She's freaking fantastic. I really liked her video about opulence. She just makes fantastic points. But and then there's Jeffree Star, who's androgynous. He doesn't present as female, but many of his looks and mannerisms are feminine. But he's only going more for androgynous, but I would say leaning feminine, but not trans. And Jeffree Star is at the freaking top of, like, on the top of the YouTube pyramid, really. As is James Charles, who is a gay young man and problematic, but he doesn't have a brand, so I don't care. He doesn't have a makeup brand, so that he's not really part of the conversation. But with Jeffree Star, that's another one. With this, Jeffree Star has been incredibly controversial for a long time. He has been known to say racist things in the past, and a lot of people are still unsure whether or not they want to support him. Lyra Makeup Geek, hi honey, how you doing? And by supporting him, they mean largely buying his products, because he has his own makeup line, and it's actually quite successful, although they're having some trouble now because their recent collaboration with Shane Dawson has done so well that they've got people who ordered stuff on Black Friday that still have not, their packages still haven't even shipped. And so there's a lot of customers trying to get kind of upset by this. Reasonably so. But they were just not equipped for the humongous success of the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collaboration, which is crazy because Shane Dawson only started getting into makeup when he started working on a documentary about Jeffree Star. And a lot of us are skeptical on whether he's really into makeup or if he's just been researching it and doing it some as part of his project. And then when his project is over, he's going to go right back to being his schlubby old self and not really be into makeup. Is this a genuine new interest he's picked up? Or is it just part of a project and now a money grab because he made friends with Jeffree Star? We don't know. I guess time will tell. But again, this is where the personalities come into it, because we had people ordering makeup who've never ordered from Jeffree Star Cosmetics before, who weren't even Jeffree Star fans. They're Shane Dawson fans. And Shane Dawson has never done makeup on his channel before this, but he's such a huge and popular personality that people are buying makeup from Shane Dawson, who's not a makeup person.
That's silver one.
Hi, and Lyra Makeup Geek agrees so far. So it'll be very interesting to see whether this stands the test of time or not.
On the execution front,
But I at this,
So basic.
but I know a lot of people who still have not purchased anything from Jeffree Star because it's like it seems like he starts to redeem himself, and then something else happens or something else comes out, and you're just never quite sure whether this is someone you want
I
to
didn't realize you were trying to set up. You should have said something.
support with your dollars. That's kind of how I felt about him anyway. Although
Literally.
my sister bought the mini conspiracy palette from the Shane Dawson collab, and she's decided she doesn't like it, so she's sending it to me. So I will be trying it out, but I still haven't bought any Jeffree Star products, but I am going to try it out. I'm curious about the formula, and what the heck. If it's free, yeah, I'll try it, sure. Oh, let's see. Who else? Oh, and Lime Crime. I saw Lime Crime's coming out with a couple of new palettes, and they look really nice. And Lime Crime's one that
He doesn't understand that he doesn't have to.
they were. Lyra Makeup Geek wants to know what I think.
Like, look,
I will let you know. It's
yeah,
my
he takes the
sister's
ball,
packing up the
throws
box.
ball.
I think she's going to send it sometime this weekend, so I should have it sometime
Gone under
in the next week or two,
and back
depending.
on.
I don't think she's gonna send it like priority or anything. She's sending me a huge box of stuff. I'm like, yeah. So yay. But yes, I will let you know what I think.
Other guy is not.
Um,
He has no excuse.
But with Lime Crime, some time ago there was a problem with
All right, we're both
with credit card information. The customer's credit card information was actually hacked, and Lime Crime did not appear to take it very seriously. Yeah, Lyra Makeup Geek says use PayPal for Lime Crime. Yeah. Odie, hello, Odie. How are you doing, darling? But I'm not buying Lime Crime from Lime Crime. No, and I've seen quite a bit of Lime Crime at TJ Maxx. Because a lot of people weren't buying Lime Crime due to shenanigans.
Got an epic scene.
Due to the lack of internet security for their customers' card information.
Yeah.
However, at the time, the CEO was Doe Deer, and she is no longer in charge. I believe she still works for the company, but she's no longer in charge. So I did buy the Venus 3 a while back. It's very pretty, and I got it half price at Ulta because, of course, I did. I am interested in these new palettes, but the last release, the one with the black and white cover, God, I can't remember the name of it, but apparently it wasn't very good, so I don't know if these new palettes are going to be better or not. I'm okay, Odie. I'm still healing from that nasty infection in my foot. Although earlier it was like I've got betadine on and gauze on it, and earlier it was just on fire for some reason. I don't know why. Very upsetting.
Like, even if I did, I just wouldn't been able to smack it in.
But I don't know as much about Doe Deer's personality. I just mostly noted, okay, she's not in charge anymore, so I felt okay buying Lime Crime again. But right now I just have the one palette. I don't know if I'm gonna get the others or not. We'll have to see. Now I'm running out of money and storage space, so we'll see. But I'm trying to think. Then we get into Juvia's Place. Now, for a very long time, none of us knew who was behind Juvia's Place. Then, I'd say, about 6 months ago, it came out that the owner's name is Chichi Uburu. And how did we find out that she was the owner? Because she kept popping off on social media. She insulted customers, and I've heard for a long time that buying directly from Juvia's Place was not the way to go about it because their customer service was so bad. Even makeup struggles Anybody remember Makeup Struggles? We miss her still. She left YouTube, which was sad because I loved her. I loved her and her foul mouth. But she said that, even she said that she would never buy directly from Juvia's Place again because their customer service was so bad. Well, once Juvia's Place hit Ulta, then okay, fine, I'll just buy it from Ulta. However, then in addition to the bad customer service, then we've got the company, which we later found out was just Chichi Uburu was going on social media herself and just, popping off on customers, clapping back. Why? Why are you doing this? That woman should never have been allowed anywhere near Twitter. Just saying. These people need to stay off Twitter. I barely go on Twitter. Twitter just seems to be the death of so many careers. Oh,
maybe if Wolf wants to.
Oh, yeah, no idea Juvia's Place was problematic? Oh, yeah. She even laid out very personal attacks against Jackie Ina, calling Jackie Ina out on the man that she's in a relationship with. Or was in a relationship with. I don't even know the specifics, but she called her out on her man. It's like why? Yeah. And so at the time, I actually felt so icked out about it that I returned my Juvia's Place Magic Mini Palette, and to this day, I have not repurchased any Juvia's Place products. Which I felt kind of bad when the Fumi collab came out. And for those who don't know, Juvia's Place had a collaboration with Fumi Desulu Bold, who I believe she's African, but she lives in Europe. And she's very beautiful, charming. She went on a charm offensive promotional promotion for this. I actually saw her. The only time I've watched Fumi was when she was on Rich Lux to promote the collaboration. And wow, I mean, if I didn't know what I knew about Chichi Uburu's antics, I probably would have purchased some of the collaboration because, well, for one thing, I liked the palette and I wanted it, but also just Fumi was just so elegant and charming and engaging, and I can see why she went on the charm offensive with us, because Chichi is not charming, at least not on social media. Holy crap. But I don't actually know how well that worked. Ode, yeah, that's really disappointing. I really do like their eyeshadows, and especially how affordable they are. Yeah, and I really like the look of their new monochromatic palettes, but I just don't know if I'm gonna buy them. I liked the look of the Fumi palette, but I didn't buy it. Scorpion, hey, how are you? And it's just because Chi-Chi's just such a crap person. Or at least that's the impression she's given online. And again, it's, these are good products. People love them. But in addition to popping off on customers on social media and their personal attacks on Jackie Ina, also if you look further back, I'm okay, Scorpion. I'm okay. My wound was on fire earlier. I don't know why, but it's settled down. But what you have is good products that are being overshadowed by a terrible brand owner. I mean, if Juvia's Place sold, I'd probably start buying it again. If somebody bought Chi out, I'd probably start buying it again. I really like the look of their newest releases, especially that purple palette and that pink palette. Girl, please, so up my alley. It's like I really want those, but I can't make myself buy them because I don't want to put money in this person's pocket. She's just so terrible, and that's where we wind up in this strange place where, okay, for instance, I don't know who owns CoverGirl. You know, are there any personalities behind CoverGirl? No, not really. So I have CoverGirl. Is there a certain personality behind Maybelline that ticks me off? No.
I just did a pogo accidentally.
Revolution. You know how much Revolution stuff I have? A ton of it. I have a ton of Revolution. Do I know who the CEO of Revolution is? Who the creative director is? No, I don't. And that's what. And that's where you wind up with this dilemma. It's like, okay, do I, how deep should I dig to find out everything about everybody? Do I need to work that hard to buy makeup? No. I don't have that kind of time in my life. But then unfortunately this position seems to hurt smaller brands like Line Crime, like Juvia's Place. It hurts the small, a bad owner or a bad employee can really do a great deal more damage to a small brand than it is to a bigger one. Odie says, yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I want to support smaller brands, but why do they have to be so unprofessional? But a lot of them aren't. For instance, Rebel Rouge Labs. This girl actually I believe she presses them in her house. But you know what? My palette from them, I bought their Losing My Religion palette. It came beautifully packaged. You should check out my videos on those. I did a couple of videos on that palette because I really like it. Creatively packaged the palette design, the palette cover design, the sleeve, beautifully designed. The colors are fantastic. The formula is wonderful. She was very sweet. She seems really nice. She's not popping off saying a bunch of stupid stuff. And I even got like a cute sticker in my package. I mean, small brands can do things right. And I think it's just one of those things where it's like, if you're a small brand and you're a bad person, you need to know this about yourself and step away and get somebody else to do your social media and your publicity for you, because if you tick people off, they're done. Now, obviously, Juvia's Place hasn't suffered a great deal. They're still selling just fine. But some of us are still disgusted with it and still saying so. And don't get me wrong, I canceled Wet n Wild. So, and I canceled Wet n Wild for one reason, and that was because when a representative was directly asked if they sell in mainland China, that representative answered no. And that was not true. So whether the representative was poorly trained or lying, don't know, don't particularly care. But the fact that I've not yet seen an appropriate response from the brand, as big as Wet n Wild is, I'm done. I returned as much as I could. I mean, what little I have left, I'll use, but I returned as much as I possibly could, because sis, ain't having it. I'm not putting up with it. From a big brand or a small brand, I'm not doing it. Just like Too Faced is owned by Estee Lauder, and if they came close to getting returned, but they fired Lisa Blandino in a timely fashion from her latest nonsense. Don't get me wrong, that woman should have been fired ages ago, months ago, years ago. But
No.
okay, but I didn't want to penalize Estee Lauder for when they responded appropriately in this case. That's why, and I have, and I've seen other channels that, that Too Faced's conduct over the years has kind of built up, and now they're just done. And I thought I could go that route, but I decided not to. And it was really just because, Estee Lauder bought the brand out. So while Jared Blandino is the creative director, he's not the owner anymore. I mean, and I know he made a pile. Didn't he sell it for like $1 billion or something? And my friend, what I have is really nice, and I didn't really want to return it. I would to make a statement, but I didn't want to. And what it comes down to is in the latest incident, it was responded to appropriately. So now that that woman's gone, maybe there'll be a little more sanity there. I can only hope. But yeah. But so many brands, I don't know who the creative director is. I don't know who the CEO is. I don't know if they're good people or bad people. But I don't know. And I'm okay with that. Odie says, I love makeup, but stunts like these really turn me off from the makeup and beauty community. Too much drama. I know, right? I know. But, and for instance, with me, I watch some of the drama channels, but I'm not looking so much for, who doesn't like who and who's shading who and who's dating who. I don't give a damn. What I want to know are things like, katvond is an anti-vaxxer with cold hard proof. Wet and Wild lied about not selling in China with proof. That's why I watch these, is because I want to know to a reasonable degree where my money's going, and especially because I am a makeup and beauty YouTuber, I do feel some sense of social responsibility where I want to, where I want to know and make recommendations with as many of the facts as possible. For instance, I have this item. This was actually a gift from a friend. And I'll try it, but I'm not going to promote it because Avon is an MLM. A while back, I actually bought the Luminous and Sir John palette, the Lion King one. I bought it, and then I did a little looking and discovered that Luminous was an MLM, multi-level marketing, aka a pyramid scheme with products. So I returned the palette. I was supposed to do a collab with that palette, and instead I returned the palette because I just could not, in my own conscience, support and promote an MLM product. And this goes all the way back to, I used to sell Mary Kay when I was in college. And then for a long time, I just did the yearly order where I would just buy what I was going to use for a year and maybe a couple things for friends or family, and that was it. And I did that for a long time, at least like 15 years, maybe 20. And then I ran across a website called The Pink Truth, and I read the entire website. I read everything that was on it. And that must have been, I'd say probably in maybe 2013, 2014, something like that. And after that, I decided I was not supporting any more MLMs because so much of that sounded real familiar. I spent way too much money on my store. Yeah, because when I joined up, I was persuaded to spend $1,800 on products for my store. And you know what? I still have some of those products from my store. There's some of the eyeshadows. Actually, they're right here. These two middle ones are Smashbox. But the rest of these are all Mary Kay. A couple of them are like colors I remixed. But these are all from my original order from like the early to mid 90s. Yeah, exactly. I've had these forever. I mean, I repressed them and stuff. But yeah. Let's see, Odie says, the first high-end palette I bought was the Saint and Sinner palette, and not long after the whole anti-vaccine thing with Kat Von D happened, I was pretty pissed, I'll bet. I'll bet. Oh my gosh. And truthfully, I'd been eyeballing the Lolita palette, the first Lolita palette in Sephora, because quite frankly, it's beautiful. The first Lolita palette's beautiful. The second one, whatever. But I couldn't buy it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because she's such trash. But I still kind of want it. But now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll just wait until they've put out new products. Unless I can find it at TJ Maxx super cheap or something. But that's where we get into it. So, even though with Mary Kay and Avon, it's not a personality thing, with that, it's more of a business model that I don't support. And don't get me wrong, like I mixed this one. Look how nice that is. Will I try the new KVD rebrand? Yes, I will. I do intend to. Obviously, money. If I have the money at the time, that's always an issue, is money, because of course no makeup companies are sending me PR. Come on, girl needs some PR, right? I'm not even monetized. They don't care about me. I don't get the views. I can't get a view to save my life. But yeah, I do intend to try the KVD rebrand. Absolutely. Just like I'm very interested in these new Lime Crime palettes, especially one of them. Odie, you'll get there. Thank you, darling. The sooner, the better, because your girl's broke as fuck. Oh, but yes. But when you wind up with brands like Jeffree Star, like Kat Von D, Fenty Beauty is another one, and Fenty Beauty is another brand owned by Kendo. So it's Rihanna and Kendo, just like Kat Von D was Kat Von D and Kendo, and now it's just Kendo. But when you get brands where the personality is what pushes them, for instance, Kat Von D, a personality, turned out to be a rotten one, but we didn't know that for a while. Rihanna, hello, huge personality. Jeffree Star, huge personality.
Oh my God, why are
so some brands really need the personality to push them, to get them out there. I mean, Fenty Beauty wouldn't be anything like it is if it were not for Rihanna. And Jeffree Star's brand is all about him. It's all him. It's all about him.
Why?
So when you have these brands reliant on personalities, that can be a great thing for them, especially these smaller indie brands getting started. Like Jeffree Star Cosmetics is indie. It is. But that can backfire so heavily if the personality does not handle things correctly. And while Juvia's Place was not relying on Chichiburu's personality, unfortunately, it came through in the company's social media. And Two-Faced, I would say, was somewhat reliant on Jared's personality. Earlier on, especially, he's quite flamboyant, and he and he had a certain vision, and a lot of people didn't seem to get that the Two-Faced was about being cutesy and being sexy. So you get things like chocolate bonbons, and then you get glow job, which don't even get me started on that glow job mask. That's pointless, a pointless product. And I think it was recognized as such because I've seen it in TJ Maxx. But then again, I got my chocolate bonbons in TJ Maxx and I love it. So, yeah, it's still over there too. And at TJ Maxx they have this little set. It's like Jared's favorite. Odie, excellent point. Bad behavior is usually rewarded, unfortunately, because drama sells. Yes, exactly. And that's another thing that's so unfortunate is, for instance, Marlene Estelle, Makeup Geek, is so unproblematic, and her brand fell off the radar. Now they're doing a huge relaunch, like a huge rebrand, and I'm here for it, and I'm very interested in it. What I don't know yet is whether the rebranding is also involving reformulation. In a way, I kind of hope not, because I have a quad I still want to test of, obviously the old branding, but that's the only Makeup Geek I have so far. But I'm interested. I'm interested in the rebrand. I looked at pens. They're like a strip of 4 greens that show in the palettes that you see on Trend Mood. Oh my gosh, I want those greens. It's gonna happen. I want those greens. So I'm very excited to try the rebrand, but that for a long time, Makeup Geek had fallen off the radar, and probably part of it was that Marlene Estelle is, by all reports, a nice person. Apparently at the point where she actually tried to talk Jaclyn Hill out of using that crappy lab that she used to make those horrible hairy lipsticks. Just and that's when you feel bad. But Marlene Estelle, between the Jaclyn Hill lipstick issue and Marlena coming out and saying that she warned Jaclyn not to use that lab, and her being slightly featured on Netflix's documentary. Drama documentary. Is there much of a difference when it comes into the beauty community? But Marlena was briefly featured in one of the segments of that documentary series. So she's been getting a little bit of a boost. So I think that this rebrand at this time is quite appropriate, and I really hope that she can stay in the public's attention enough to actually sell some product. I'm actually planning on doing a video with my Makeup Geek quad that it's from Target, but I haven't even tried it yet because things happen. But I'm very interested in testing it out, and I'm also very interested in picking up some things from her rebranded releases. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that once I get some money. I've been on disability leave for a while now, so your girl's broke. So it's going to take a little bit, which sucks. I hate not having money. Well, and I hate not getting makeup for free for PR because, I want to do better, but your girl does not have endless funds. Your girl does not even have normal amount of funds. Your girl is broke. broke. Brokety broke, brokety broke. Which suckety sucks. But I do the best I can with what I have, and there you go. So who's all here now? Let's do a roll call. So Odie's here, right? Who else is here? Meg Walker. Hi, Meg. So nice to see you. Thank you, Meg. I appreciate that. She said she's glad I'm talking about this. Yes. So I'm, yeah, what do you do? So ding dong, the witch is gone from KVD and from Too Faced. So yay. Although I'm not going to be able to buy anything for a while from either one of them probably, except for TJ Maxx. Good. And then even then, only if I get like really good prices, because I'm still broke even by TJ Maxx standards. I have so much TJ Maxx. Oh my god, I do. Most of my Too Faced stuff is TJ Maxx. I'm serious, it is. Hang on, I'm gonna grab my basket here. Okay, so what is from TJ Maxx? Okay, Ulta, half price. Ulta, almost full price. I had to go fun. But, okay. With Candlelight Glow. I was eyeing this for such a long time in Sephora and Ulta. And I could not make myself pay $30 for a freaking highlighter. But I bought it for $12. Laura Jane loves it. Thank you. So, yeah. I'm glad I have this, but I would not have paid full price for it. And that's one thing that kind of ticks me off about some people. They say, oh, well, if you want to pay full price for it, then don't buy it at all. I'm like, are you high? No. Sometimes something is not worth $30 to you, but it is worth $12. And this is that. This was worth $12 to me. This is not worth $30 for a freaking highlighter. It's beautiful, but it's a highlighter. Oh, let's see. Oh, here's one. The original price of this was $49. I have Laura Jane Loves Beauty. So glad I caught you live. I got to make so many videos today. What's your favorite self-tanner? I haven't used any yet. I've never used a self-tanner. I've got some to try that I'm going to try some probably later after I'm done healing, because right now I don't even want to shave my legs because of all the weird, all the scarring and the weirdness and the open wounds. Oh yeah, Laura Jane, I've had foot and ankle surgery, and so things still don't feel right. Oh, I'm shaggy. I'm like from the knees down, I'm a Sasquatch. Makeup is overpriced, no kidding. But this, $50. I'm like, I don't know that I would have paid $50 for it, but I paid $29.99 at TJ Maxx, and I'm just fine with that. Love it. Laura Jane Loves Beauty. I'm about to make a whole video on them, but they will cover scars really well. Yeah, I'm not even worried about my scars. It's more like how they feel. And I'm not shaving right now because of the way everything feels. Like, because the nerves are still tender from the surgeries. Like, no, I just don't want to touch it even. No. Let's see, another TJ Maxx find. The Peach Blur. Would I have paid full price for this? Hell no. Hell no. But she cute. Yeah. I mean, I have some other TJ Maxx stuff in here too that's not Too Faced, but I'm talking about Too Faced. But I do have some other things in here too that I'm excited about. And I'll have to make videos with soon. Too Faced in general is overpriced, and the only palettes that are good are in the tins. Definitely heal first. Yeah, I will. And then I've got some, I'm trying to remember the name brand. I've got several samples or, like mini sizes from Sephora that I acquired in some fashion or another. I don't even remember. But, oh my God, chocolate gold smells amazing. I'm wearing the chocolate gold today on my eyes. So, your girl likes it. They do smell good, I know. Now, the weird thing is with Christmas Star, it does smell good, but you have to get closer to it to be able to smell it. This is what I really like. And I know a lot. I've already done several videos of this. You have to get right close to it. And you can still smell it a little. It's not as good. And I'd say these aren't as good as the stuff in the tins, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty dang good. So I was actually really surprised by this because I'd heard for ages how bad Too Faced Christmas releases were. So I bought this fully expecting to, find it was crappy and return it. And nope, I'm keeping it. I like it. Even though I'm sure by the time the summer hits, that packaging is going to be kind of stupid, but I like it anyway. But yeah, I'm, so yeah, how do we do it? Oh, Laura Jane Loves Beauty. Oh, you got that? It was in my past. Ever since they sold the Estee Lauder, the formula hasn't been the same. I know, it's still pretty good. It was good. It was good. I actually, a couple of my videos wound up on the first page of Google search. I guess not a lot, not a lot of people bought it and reviewed it, but I did and I liked it. Oh, and I mean, I think it's clever. I do. Even though Jared's problematic, I can't fault the creativity of this. I mean, you open it up and you have 5 face products. 5 face products, 20 shades. This is good. And, you've got some neutral stuff. You've got a few pops of color. I'd say this is a nice intro. What? Oh, they just came out with so much this year. It was overwhelming. Yeah, no kidding. Odie wants to know, what do I think the state of the makeup industry will be 10 years from now? I don't know. Oh my gosh. That's a great question. Actually, my husband was just saying something earlier about about how he thinks though there might be nanotech. So for instance, like I could put a lipstick on and like little nanites will like like they can put little signs or sparkles or something, which that's an intriguing thought. I doubt that'll be in 10 years time, but I can see that maybe happening in my lifetime. That'd be kind of fun. I could do a little thing that says F off. We'll all have our own brands. There we go. And I mean, truthfully, I would love to have my own brand, and not just as a cash grab, but I've always been the type that, for instance, of my old Mary Kay shadows, I chop and mix things. Like I made that one. No, I made that one, and that one. So I like chop and remix and all that. I think this one turned out super good. It's like grayish green. I should wear this more. Yeah, you've been doing makeup since you were 12. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 10. My best friend's mom was an Avon lady, and that's what got me into it. Oh, she was gorgeous too. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, she's still a very pretty lady. But yeah, I love depotting. I love repressing. I love remixing. So I can totally see myself doing this. Laura Chandler's used to get in trouble melting stuff in the kitchen. Okay, that's it. So I think we need to have a brand. I think that would be so fun though. Oh, you never thought of mixing shadows? Yeah. Well, and I did it with my Mary Kay stuff because I wanted to repress everything into these little, into these 26 millimeter pans instead of those U-shaped ones that they initially came in. So then I wound up with some extra product. So I'm like, okay, and I had a couple of blushes and I think a bronzer that I just, wasn't going to use, or some colors I just didn't particularly like. So I just started mixing stuff up and okay, let's see if I can make this into something I like. But yeah, I can see myself doing a brand sometime. Laura Jane, we should do a collab. I think that'd be great. DM me. It's Amy and Chrysalis, and we'll get on that. Because I want to do some more collabs. I've been doing these lives since I've been laid up because it's just easier for me in a way, and because I'd finally hit 1,000, so I'm like, I'm gonna do some lives, but I'm gonna get back to work soon, so I'm gonna work on more produced videos again. And more collabs, because if you've seen most of my lives, I'm not even wearing makeup. I'm only wearing makeup today because my husband and I went out, like actually out amongst the public. I know, right? Thank you, Laura Jane. But I am super excited, and I do want to get back into everything. So hey, if y'all haven't subscribed, do make sure you do. You can't for a week because your eyes. Oh no, that sucks. That sucks. Again? What's going on with your eyes, girl? What is going on with you? So I've been testing this in studio lipstick. Oh, you had a reaction to some lashes. I'm nervous. I have lashes to try, but I haven't done it yet. So you had a reaction and then you got staph. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Actually, if I'm gonna try lashes, I should do it soon while I'm still off work. Just in case. Oh, that's horrible. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine. Okay, I'm gonna have to test lashes soon, because if I do it before, after I go back to work, that could be bad. But yeah, oh, that reminds me, I do have a couple of videos coming up testing a new brand from Walmart called In Studio Cosmetics. So keep an eye out for those because they are coming up. I've got my first one mostly produced. Oh, you were doing extensions. Oh, I'm not doing extensions. No hair extensions, no lash extensions, no nothing. I've never even tried false lashes. And I've never tried contacts. Me either anymore. I'll bet. I'll bet. But I've always been nervous about contacts. Oh, Odie says, enjoy the rest of your night. I must attend to the little one. Good night. Good night. And thank you so much for coming. Actually, I'm kind of winding down too. My foot's starting to hurt again, so I think it's getting about time to elevate it. So this seems like a good time to get going. But thank you so much for coming and supporting my channel. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe, especially if you're coming on the replay. And I will see you very soon.